Welcome to a Telltale Books video. I'm Greg, and I'm going to continue my H.G. Wells series again with number 27 from my bibliography of his works. A short story titled How Gabriel Became Thompson. And once again, this isn't science fiction, it isn't horror, it isn't fantasy, there's nothing weird about it. It's more of a social story. This one is not so much a comedy this time. Most of his others like this are comedies, and this one's not. So it was published in a magazine called Truth in the July 26, 1894 issue. And this story of Gabriel Thompson, he's the leader of a movement called the New Reformation. Knowing Wells, it's probably more of a socialist movement than anything else that he's thinking of, but it doesn't specifically say that. Just called New Reformation. But he gets married, and his wife manipulates him into giving up all of his old friends and his old cause. And this is a recurring theme you find in much of Wells' work, this struggle, this personal struggle between devotion to ideals, commitment to some kind of greater cause or greater work for a man, doing something that is going to have a more impact on the world and leave more of an impact on the world during someone's lifetime, doing great work, and domesticity, getting a house, having kids, taking care of them, making sure you got a job to pay the bills, make sure there's food on the table, making sure everything's fixed and working properly. It's something that we still struggle with in our society. God knows I do. Everything's falling apart. Everything's breaking and stopping working on me right now. It's overwhelming. So I can hardly find time to just shoot these stupid little videos. But that is life. You have those little responsibilities that you have to take care of. And yeah, they do stand in the way of doing greater work, or what you think may be greater work. It does kind of get in the way, and it's hard to reconcile. It's hard to really find that balance between your passions and your responsibilities. And that's a struggle for all of us that H.G. Wells reflects in this story, which is a pretty good story, although I think kind of dated. I really think this story is more for the diehard H.G. Wells fan than for just somebody who's interested in the time machine, or a general reader that likes Victorian literature. I don't think you're going to get that much out of this that you would track it down and read it. And of course, like most of these H.G. Wells stories, I read it in the complete short stories of H.G. Wells. Excellent book. I love this book. I've been using it for most of these stories that I've been talking about. Even though some of them I have in other books, I'm usually actually reading them in that book. And that's really all I can say about how Gabriel became Thompson. The next story by Wells is one that I've already done a video on, but I did it as a combo video with In the Yavu Observatory. The two stories have a relationship and were published back to back, if I recall correctly. And so I covered both of them in one video, but I think I want to break that out and have videos, one just for the flowering of the strange orchid and one just for In the Yavu Observatory. And I can talk at that time about how the two relate. Because that old video, it isn't, not that I'm doing great quality here. I am struggling still a little bit, but that old video is even worse than this. So I do look a little younger and a little thinner, but I'll sacrifice that for having a stronger story specifically about the flowering of the strange orchid. So if you have comments about how Gabriel became Thompson, please leave them in the comment section of the video for everybody to enjoy and learn from. And come on back for the flowering of the strange orchid and a lot more H.G. Wells and lots of other things to come here on Telltale Books.